appreciate you being here. Hi, Certs. I like dudes like on the spot. What are people able to come up with? But thankfully, I'm never a liar. That's why I have 20/20 vision. That's why I have 20/20 vision. That's why I have 20. Hey, did you know that these are actually fake? Like if I go like this, I can see perfectly fine. And I can see there is 1,086 people watching, and I can see that I have negative 86 likes. So now you know that I'm actually being truthful. I have to be careful because that sounds like rocks. But this sounds like silk. Rocks. Silk. Rocks. Silk. Rocks. 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 Silk. Rocks. There's rocks. Silk. Rocks. Silk. Anonymous, hello. Silk. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. Actually, y'all, you're looking a bit dry, so this is supposed to be applied all over your face, so I'm gonna do that. That was really easy to open, and I'm glad it didn't fall on the floor. Okay. So, look, it's like empty, so we really have to like scoop in for you, but we can just go like this. This is how you apply. We have to actually apply it first to your lips, so this is how you apply it to the lips. I feel like I should dilute it and water it down because it can be a bit grainy. 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 And we want it to be like a more slimy texture. When looking at this, it's like you don't even want to touch it because it looks like you're going to touch glass. You know what I'm saying? So this is like glass. So I'm not going to actually touch it myself, but that's why I'm putting it on you. So even though it feels like glass, it feels nice. Tell me it feels nice. Thank you very much. I'll keep. Do I have consent to keep putting this on you? Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna go actually in your ear. So I'm gonna crank it around your ear. Hi, Gustavo. That's good, cat. Can you hear the tingles in here? Yeah, this is actually like a seashell. It doesn't muffle your hearing at all. It actually enhances it. And it's good to get this inside of your ear, into your ear canal, traveling all throughout your body. And then if it goes in through your ear, it actually gets digested through your body. That's how it works. Okay, I'm actually on the other ear, because of the way your ear looks, I have to actually put it in differently. So I have to like jam it in. Don't even make a comment, okay? You're learning so much today. That's good. Actually, that's not good. It's really good for us all to be uneducated and dumb. So, hi, user. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, I think that's enough for now. You have to apply it every 2 minutes. So I will forget, but, yeah. Also, I don't know why it's like this. I think it's from the lid. I think it's from the lid here. Do you see the brown marks on the inside? I'm pretty sure that is from the lid. So it's leaving brown marks and stains all over this. Look, it's even on this side. The brown stains. The brown stains. Hi, Charlotte, Emily, FNAF. Hi, 555. Hi, Kodak. Kodak, do you see the brown stains, or am I going crazy? And almost looks like somebody picked up mud and just lathered it on here. Maybe they did that so it would be easier to close, because it's really well known that it's easier to open and close and 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 open and close things when you put mud, maybe even dirt on it. It could be dirt. Dirt is more wet though, so I think that that is actually mud. Do you see how it's actually focusing really well? How it's not blurry at all? Thank you, camera, for being completely not blurry at all and completely focusing on the brown stains of this device that I'm holding here. I'm actually not even holding it. I just am giving the illusion that I'm holding this. I'm actually a puppet, so I can't hold things if I'm not sentient, right? Well, I guess a holder, like a bookshelf holds things, so maybe I did lie there. But... okay. I absolutely hate tapping ASMR because it sounds like snoring. Did you know that if you're a chronic snorer, that it turns your hair more black over time? Maybe that's why my hair is turning black over time, even though I don't snore. My mom snores also, maybe like through the room. It gets to me, and that's why it's turning my hair black. Because when you snore, it turns hair black, and I guess if you're around it, it turns your hair black. If you're within actually a 1 mile radius of anybody that snores, your hair starts to turn black and black and black and black and black. Until it turns completely jet black, and then somehow it still continues to turn black. So that's why it's actually really dangerous to snore. You should be careful if you snore, because it will turn your hair black. And for some reason, scientists and experts say and warn against that, because black hair, if anybody out there has black hair, that means you're cursed and you can't have black hair. Thank you, Harold. Hi, Lewis. Hi, Arthur. So thankfully I don't have like fully black hair yet, or else something bad happens when that happens. So. Also, I've tried to peel this, but for some reason it doesn't come off. Like, it doesn't peel inward at all. It just stays put. It's completely uniform. But I've tried to peel this like barcode tag off, but for some reason, like this part right here, it's really hard to peel. It's like forever I've tried to peel this part, but it just doesn't rip off as much as I try. I wish I could rip it to at least here, but for some reason I just can't. It's like stuck. Even though there's like no sticky stuff on it to keep it stuck, so I don't know how it's even being stuck where it is right now. It's really weird how it's even being stuck. I try to pull it up to here, but I can't. So it just has to stay put for where it is right now. You can't even read on the barcode though anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't even know what any of this says. What does it say? Brittany. Oh my god, does it spell out my name? I think it actually might be spelling out my name, but it might just be too faded for me to be able to tell. I didn't know barcodes could have like names or letters on it. I guess some do, but this one is like full letters. So no numbers. It's really weird how it doesn't have any numbers on it. Okay. I wish the font was bigger. You can't really tell what it says from far away. It's really small. And I have 20/20 vision, as we can see, and that these are fake. So it's like even when I'm trying to like read what it says, I can't read what this says. Can you tell me what that says? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, so 𝒂𝒃𝒆𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒄, uncut gems. It says Fortnite is not a good game. Oh, did I get a Fortnite like bashing device? That's what I was putting in your ears, hey? When I had opened this up and I was putting it in your ears, it was basically saying, hey, Fortnite sucks. But then it was like an angel and devil situation, so it was like, Fortnite is amazing. Fortnite sucks. You're so great at Fortnite. You're so bad at Fortnite. That's really good to know. I will say that the color is off-putting. I wish that... Yeah, see me now. Okay, well, I wish that the color wasn't so off-putting. Like, why would they make it a dark purple? Why would I want to? Like, in all honesty, let's be real here. Like, why would they make it a dark purple on the inside? Because why would you want to put that near anybody's ears? They're gonna think they're gonna get an infection or something. They should make it like a white or clear color, even like a light gray maybe. I feel like that would be a lot less off-putting to put around you. Grape is historically not associated with great medicine for kids, you know. So why this isn't a good medicine to have, because it's not associated with it. Like, it's an off-putting color. Grape colored things are not associated with anything in medicine for kids. In my house right now, I don't believe it. Okay, let's do that. Else your problem when I hurt myself. Wait, what do you mean? Are you lying to me? It's swamp goo. Oh my god, did Shrek make this? Because Shrek is himself known as the purple ogre of life. So it makes sense. Oh my god. It makes sense. Also, I guess it makes sense because Shrek is the one that recommended this to me. Oh my god, is this from Shrek directly? Did he do something? I don't even want to ask any further questions. I don't even want to ask further questions about that. I'll have to call him up. Shrek and I were pretty good friends. Yeah, you didn't know my name is Donkey. Donkey's ASMR. Donkey's ASMR. Okay, now I'm distracted because in all honesty, all I have to say is I watched Dreamgirls for the first time. I mentioned this before, I think. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I watched Dreamgirls for the first time. And Eddie Murphy is so good in that, by the way. There's also a new documentary on Netflix that I haven't seen yet, but I added it to my list because I love documentaries. My favorite, actually, it's a docu-series. It's very long-running. My favorite docu-series ever is actually Friends. Oh my god, that dropped, but you didn't know that, so I'm gonna tell you it didn't drop because you don't need to know that. Or is it? Oh yeah, there's a lot of information that goes on. It's like in Friends, it documents day-to-day life of real individuals. Like there's somebody named Monica Lewinsky. There's somebody named I don't know if I can. His last name's kind of controversial. So I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Oh, I'll move on to the other character. What's her name? Jennifer Aniston. And also we have Ross Matthews is in that, and it actually broke barriers because Ross Matthews was the first openly gay guy in the world ever, and so they documented him. He came out during the show. That was like the big storyline, and focused on queer rights, and it focused on the queer rights of Ross Matthews and him paving the way for all other people in the world. Also, especially gay people, but actually especially straight people. He's like, you know what, enough about me. I'm the only gay person in the world, but y'all, my straights, you have it rough out there. So because of that, I am fighting and advocating for you. Thank you, Soflena. Hi, Freddie. Good to see you. Actually, it's really weird. That's, I think, where Shrek actually got his start, was in the docu-series Friends with Ross Matthews. And then after Shrek literally came out because of Ross Matthews, but then Ross Matthews is like, just asked the Canadian Prime Minister at the time, who was Han Solo, he's like, can we please just join together and I can take over and then I can like assassinate you. And then he's like, sure, for the good of humanity, sure. And so then Erasmus became a dictator of the joint America and Canada. And then Mexico was like, I don't want to be a part of North America anymore. And then Central America was like, I don't want to be a part of North America anymore. So then they were just like, we're not going to be. And so then they weren't. Also, it became mandatory for everybody to learn Braille. So you know, when I'm doing stuff with my hand, it's like, or like a wee woo, I actually know Braille. So sometimes, because I'm so used to communicating with Braille, that's also why it's really hard for me to talk. That's why I don't talk fast. That's why I talk really slow, and why you can't understand what I'm saying, because I talk so slow. It's like, you're like, get to the point. We need for you to speed it up. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I talk really slow. And the reason why I talk really slow is because I use Braille, so I don't really use my voice very much for my career. Anything, nobody can speak in their careers or anything. So that's the society and existence that we all inhabit. So I'm saying this, but you already know everything that I'm saying. So I guess also because we're all able to have wires connected to every single person on the planet, they're just invisible, so you can't see them. So I'm able to have all the knowledge of the world, and so are you. So you already know everything I'm saying. I guess I'm just doing this for goose and cows. Hi, Joelle. Don't even get me started on SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Oh my god. Wait. Okay. It's a really good thing I brought this up, because do you know about SpongeBob? SpongeBob is SpongeBob's drag persona. And SpongeBob, though, he's one of the straights. He's a straight drag queen. He's metamorphosing this bee. But, yes, he's a straight drag queen, so he is SpongeBob. He only impersonates and becomes SpongeBob when he feels threatened. All of a sudden, like, he just transforms. Makeup, hair, so it kind of happens without trying, without wanting it to. Like when a porcupine gets threatened, they, with their bag needles, their frills. Oh my, frills. Anyway, it's like when that happens instinctively, that also happens to SpongeBob. He becomes his drag persona. That stuff. I don't know. I feel like he kind of likes it, but I'd have to ask him. I'm friends with him as well. Okay. Am I convincing when I'm lying to you? Because you shouldn't say I'm convincing, because I'm being truthful. So it's not about me being convincing. It's just about me being honest. Okay. Let's read some more. Like it says here, happy dog, bark, happy dog, bark, happy dog, bark. And then right here it just says a bunch of phrases that dogs can say to say hello to you in their barking language. So here, you know, it's just like in those language posters, it's just like hello, hola. Oh god, I don't know any other ones. All I know in French is merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. I'm probably saying that merci beaucoup, beaucoup. Is it beaucoup? Which is thank you. Merci beaucoup. Or thank you a lot or something. Merci. But you know, like those language posters, but instead, on here, it says bark. 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 Hi Gandalf, thank you, Sophelina. We're gonna do this and that. Bark. Bark, 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 bark. almost like a Rorschach test. Like, tell me what you see. What do you see? I can tell you right here, it's a really small bee with the stripes. The black and the yellow, black and 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 yellow. So it's really small. And got the little antennae. That's the bee. And then right here we have a caterpillar, which is bigger than bees, statistically speaking. Caterpillars are huge compared to bees, like 500 times the size. I don't even know what that means, Jen. I'm a boomer. Like, I'm actually 65, if you couldn't tell. Because the people who get acne the most, the older you get, the more acne you get. I definitely did not pick up this morning. That's why you can barely see it. And then right here on the side, it's fitting that we have a bridge. It's specifically the London one will go down. London. It looks like a ladder, but arched. But that's the bridge. It's actually, you kind of have to climb it with your hands. You can see this person here is climbing the bridge over, because if not, then you'll fall to your death, and you don't want that to happen. Because the London Bridge is over. Actually, if those of you all knew, no, it's the London Bridge. Doesn't it actually go over water? Okay, so this isn't the London Bridge because it does go over water, and the London Bridge does, so it's not like that. It's 8:28 for you, California. I like starting my day with ASMR. I've been doing that lately. Is putting on. Even this morning I was watching ASMR Alyssa because I didn't watch her video last night, so I watched it this morning when I was eating breakfast. It just helps put me in a good frame of mind. But if you've ever, you had to climb the London Bridge, and if you tell the tale and you survived it, please let me know, because that's really cool, and it's only 0.01% of people have been able to do it while surviving. So if you're one of those people, that's cool to have you here. And then if you see, it says eat, pray, love, and then there's a big heart. And it's one of those hearts where it's like a heart, but then it's another heart like this. Like almost an ornament heart that you put up on a Christmas tree. Eat, pray, love. I actually haven't put this up yet on the wall, but I need to. I just need to make sure I'm really bad with keeping things aligned. But yeah, so I need it to be completely parallel. So I need to put it up like this. I might go crazy and do it on the other side and go like this. And then that's uniform that way. I might also go like this, because I heard that when you put things up on the wall, it's better to have them hanging perpendicular, and for it to be like gravity to pull it in a way that is unknown to man, then it keeps it in place better and it won't fall, especially not during an earthquake. By the way, we haven't gotten a hurricane here in like a week or so, which is really crazy. Living in Minnesota. In Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, lakes are the bodies of water that provide hurricanes. So, it's been hard. I know. Thank you for all your thoughts and prayers. Eat, pray, love. Eat, pray, love it up. But thankfully, we're safe right now from the hurricanes. We are expecting one in about 30 minutes, but we should be fine. It will hit my home, but I'll be okay. That's why I gotta move out of Minnesota and have to go to somewhere Also, the reason why I like Florida so much is because it's more like in the center of the map, of the US map. So it's not, yeah, surrounded by the waters, like for hurricanes. I guess if you're up against like a coast, then you don't experience hurricanes ever in life. So I guess that's fine, but it's inland. Minnesota is not inland. Minnesota is on the west coast. So if we were to just like move it somehow, be placed like in the center of North America, that would be really cool. But unfortunately, I don't have the powers to do that. My cousin might, so I'll have to ask them if they can transport and move Minnesota, so it's not on the west coast. It can be central. Hi, Kamuk. Yes, yes, the west coast of Minnesota. You're a handsome prince. Nice. Your mansion on the moon. Okay, are you gonna tell everybody that I'm the one that sold that to you? Because that used to be my mansion on the moon. Because the moon is inhabitable. Actually, that's one good thing about the moon is that talking about I want to be around more people because I'm such an extroverted person, obviously. Being, you know, around 10, 15 years ago, we landed on the moon, and now everybody lives on the moon for the most part, except for everybody that lives on Earth's soil. So I'm thinking about maybe I'd want to move back to the moon. I wanted to come back to Earth to see what's up, what's good. But I might want to move back to the moon just because it's so much fresher. Gravity works a lot better on the moon. Sorry, I'm picking up my zit. I did not bleed too. Sorry if it starts bleeding. But yeah, the air quality is really good on the moon. I miss that. I miss perfect weather. I miss how like really warm it is, and because the moon is known to be very, 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 very hot, like the sun. Actually, I say that, but that's a lie, because the sun is actually very cold. That's why nobody lives on the sun, because people don't want to be cold all the time. They don't want snow all the time. People who say they like snow are liars. No tea, no shade. It's tofu. I think I'm bleeding now. Why did I do that? It's all because of y'all, the ones that wanted me to bleed. Okay, well, it's because I actually have this so that I can. This all is that what it's meant for. Interesting. Let me put this down because this is like really heavy to hold. I can barely even lift it up with my hand. So I'm gonna put it down. It's heavy like feathers, a bag of feathers. My astronaut, I absolutely. Sorry, I'm gonna have it so y'all don't have to see. Oh, sorry. That was not a good sound. Acne. Yeah. I am an astronaut, actually. Okay, actually, I'm not lying. I've always said this is my least favorite job I could ever have would be an astronaut. I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I wouldn't want to be in space. I can't even take a plane. I can barely even drive in a car when somebody else is driving for a short distance. But yeah, I am an astronaut. Thank you for asking. I've been an astronaut for about, I'm 65 now, so that means I've been an astronaut for about 82, maybe 83 years. If I'm being slightly generous. And it's been good so far. That's how I was able to help bring people over to the moon. Everybody lives on the moon. Also, fun fact, when you live on the moon, nobody there gets acne. It all completely goes away. But then, so that's part of the reason, oh my god, I'm just realizing that's part of the reason I got acne again when I moved back to Earth. I got all my acne started showing up again. Even on my glasses, my fake glasses, because aliens live on Mars. And 𝒃𝒃 is actually one of the names of the aliens. Oh my god, I miss them so much. We kind of were like friends, but also kind of lovers. Wow, I miss them a lot. 𝒃𝒃, if you're out there, I love you and I miss you, 𝒃𝒃. Thank you. Whew. Sorry, I got emotional there. Okay, anyway, I want to get my mind off of 𝒃𝒃. And yeah, that's my pet parrot. Hi Michael. Hi Michael. Michael is 𝒃𝒃's middle name, so I wanted to name my pet parrot Michael. The only thing about Michael is that you can't pet him because he's really dirty and he's not soft like a cat or a dog. Even though he also really doesn't like being pet at all. He doesn't let me really pet him, so I'm not able to anyway, even if I wanted to. So that's good. Yeah, he's sitting up against me right now, but normally he doesn't like that. Parrots are known to absolutely hate all living creatures. I want to get him like a fur coat so I'm able to like pet him, but I don't think he'd like that at all. Also, I just wish that one day he would actually sit with me. He never does. He always wants to run away from me, and I feel like he wants me to release him from his cage. But I have to keep him in his cage at all times. He's not able to roam freely. He doesn't have self or personal autonomy. And maybe that's for the best, since he doesn't really like hanging around me anyway. And because he really, doesn't like being pet, he doesn't like that physical affection. He doesn't like being talked to or anything like that. So he's really not much of a pet, if I'm being honest. Like even a little bit of like physical touch, I don't know why he doesn't like even just a little bit. It's a way of me showing I love you and you're great. But okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, he is a menace. Which bird is that? He's a parrot. I know it's hard to tell because all parrots are just fully, let's go back to purple. Purple keeps showing up. So parrots are known to be only purple. So it's hard just to tell because his purple fur doesn't really show up very well. And it's actually not fur. You would think he has fur, but he doesn't. He has a really grainy purple, I don't even know what to call it, like a skeleton. He's just a pure skeleton. It's like skin and bones. No matter how much I feed him, he stays the same. He stays the same weight. The vet said that we need to really pump him up with food because he's so skinny. But, I can't really force feed him. Not telling me. Thank you, Mr. George. Green. You see green, I see purple. That's the thing, is that parrots are able to camouflage to their environment whenever they like. And when they want to be a certain color, they're able to turn into that certain color. Hi, Elijah. Also, oh, I'm sorry if he's being too loud right now. Hey, hey, you're being too loud. Do you hear him squawking over there? I'm really sorry about that. I don't want for him to be squawking. Hey, I'm doing something important. It's really important. It's more important than the job of the president. At least the current president. Yeah, he's able to understand me. Yes, please stop. Yeah, I understand the parrot language. It. Michael is not an it. Okay. Hi, browser. Okay, I'm gonna maybe let it rest for just like a tiny bit, and now I've been live for I manifested a mini witch. The acne will come back. Not come back, but acne is afraid to come down to earth. Because they've been told by their people that as an alien, if they come to earth, they will, like, as soon as entering the atmosphere, they will, like, combust into flames. And I'm like, if you love me, you would do that for me. You're my acne. You're my lover. My alien lover. So acne, I'm actually getting a message. Acne said he won't do that. Only rarely will he ever communicate with me, and then he just goes away. So now I'll be sad the rest of the live stream. The only other, like, species other than parrots and my alien lover, all extraterrestrials speak only English, by the way. Some people might call that racist, but I don't think racism exists. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I have to state this is a lying to you video. But something that's actually interesting is that I'm also able to telepathically communicate with what are they called? Yes, the brown bears. Only brown bears though, not black bears, not polar bears, not grizzly bears, only brown bears. Even grizzlies are like a type of brown bear, but I'm not able to. Acne sticker for channel members now. You're the only channel member that's here though, so it'll only be an inside joke for you, but if I remember, I'll do that after the live stream. I will. An alien like acne sticker. Hi Roman. Hi Amber. Hi Manish. Okay. Oh yeah, brown bears. The last time I talked to a brown bear was yesterday. And it was pretty chill. But brown bears are known to be pretty chill. So we were just like chilling and talking. We didn't really even talk or yap about much. He had a few of his friends there. We also ran into Goldilocks. She said hi. They get along really well. There's never been any incident between Goldilocks and any three bears. So that's good that they've always been able to get along because they live right by each other. Actually, they live within the same house. They cohabitate and they co-hibernate together. And she'll do stuff like hunt for food while the bears will get groceries at the store to bring home. It's a really awesome relationship. Okay, I'm gonna throw this away now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. Also, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I never wear colors anymore. lesbian, I'm bisexual, so I'm only half lesbian by association. Do you want to catch some of my... I can transfer some bisexuality to you if you want. Be open and receptive. It is... November is Pride Month. So you must accept the rainbow of bisexuality. Hi, Leah, 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 Leah. Thank you, Renee. By association. Do y'all hear my cat purring, by the way? And by cat, I mean my purple parrot, Michael. Ow! He's very, very spiky today. Why are you trying to hurt me? I can't believe it's been 50 minutes. Y'all, I could just yap and yap about anything. This is Michael, my purple parrot. He's very spiky, so I have to be careful when he's around me. He very much doesn't like pets at all, so I have to be careful whenever I do try to pet him. And it has to be when his spikes are down. But also he's able to camouflage to his environment. Somebody earlier said they saw him as green, but I didn't see that, so he must have just switched and then switched back right away. As you can see, my pet parrot hates me. Wow, I'm full of energy. My cat keeps... That's his tail that keeps hitting all the things that my microphone are on, by the way. I need to move him, or else I can't lay down. Okay, thank you. Hi, do you want to come up? Hi, honey. Hi. I love you. Oh, he slipped and fell. It was bound to happen. Did you know that parrots can't fly? They can only walk with walkers, so they need walkers. So basically, I get financial assistance for... That's like a life hack if you want to hack the system. What you can do, you can get a purple pet parrot, especially one named Michael, and they need assistance to be able to walk. It costs a lot of money, so then you can get like half the money you actually need, so you still have to pay for like half, but then it's all a hack in a way because the government gives you money, but then you still have to pay double the amount. You still have to pay like the same amount also that the government pays you, so it's a good financial investment if you think about it. So let's say like the government gives me $500. It's because it's $1,000 for his walker. I have to get a new walker for my pet parrot every month. And so I get $500 from the government, but the walker is $1,000, so I also have to pay $1,000 for that. That's not even considering food. I have to pay for food, a feast every day. They only eat like once every 2 weeks, once every week if you're really feeling generous. But that costs around $250 each, so that's $500. So it's actually $1,000 that I have to pay. So that means it's a good investment because at least the government pays me $500. Actually, it's more than that. No, actually, it's not. No, but it depends on the week, on the month. Hi, BB Riggs. I am from Mars. It's really good to meet you. already, but I just need to like provide more energy, so I just sometimes actually inject coffee into my veins, and that actually it doesn't work as well because it's slower acting. If you inject stuff, it's slower acting than if you digest it. So that's why when I inject it, I only do that when I'm like, I want like a slow burn. I want it to slowly activate my system. It reminds me of the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. I very much feel like that, where it's like I need coffee to be whole, even though I find out I'm like fine all along. Well, that's more so with his heart. Oh my god, stop it. His tail. His purple parrot tail. I'm gonna go like this with my foot so he stops hitting the microphone stand. I don't remember what was striking me. Oh yeah. So, really, I don't need coffee, but I do need it to be able to survive. So. I gotcha. That's a sugar rush. But, you know, you do need... Oh, why am I talking about this ASMR, Sunny? Totally, you gotta read the video title. ASMR helps you fall asleep and or relax. So... Telling rolls a lot of vanilla. Did you know that... This actually isn't a lie. Did you know vanilla bean pods come from orchids? Vanilla orchids. Orchids are my favorite flower. I love orchids. Also, did you know cow's milk is made out of orchids? Like, none of it is flavored. Milk is never flavored. That's why you never find anything like strawberry milk or chocolate milk. Get that out of here. You don't need that because orchid milk. That's all you need. Not the kind with vanilla. The kind with cows. So cow's milk is made from orchid flowers. But not the vanilla kind. All other kinds. Such as, talk about purple, such as the purple orchid. That's why the milk itself is like a creamy white. Thank you, IN. Ice cream. I know, I've been craving such sweet stuff lately. Especially like petroleum oil. When I'm really feeling like my blood sugars are low during my period, I make sure to have petroleum oil. That really helps. That doesn't help in the same way caffeine does when I inject it into my veins, but it just helps curb that sugar craving that I get for like sweetness. Thankfully it's readily available at the store. So I know it's like the most commonly drank beverage is petroleum oil. But hey, this is just a reminder to hydrate yourself. And user, this is not a lie. I absolutely despise Donald Trump, and he is a piece of crap. So, scratching. Also, y'all, doing this trigger actually is like fatiguing me because it takes a lot of mental energy to keep it going. So I've been going for an hour. So I'm actually going to leave the live stream there. Usually I go longer, but it's making me feel like I need to take a big nap. So I'm gonna head out. You can like the live stream. You can subscribe.